Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Video Game Blu-Ray, DVD, vinyl, and everything else under the sun collecting pickups. We have a lot of stuff to show you here today, as you can see, so we'll get to it here in a sec. Just so you know, I've been holding some stuff back in anticipation of Video Game Collecting Pickups number 100, where I'll transfer my collection to my son Ryder, and that'll be his first collecting pickups. I've actually teased a couple friends on Facebook, from the folks at Thrift Dwellers, Nate and Lester, and then my friend Dustin and a couple other guys, with something I picked up recently, which is a gem. The gem of gems, actually. But I have been holding back a few things just to build up the anticipation of the 100th video, which will be my last. And yeah, so that said, let's get right to it with the video games. Okay, for the Super Nintendo, what we have here is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. That's in great condition. Got the game at GameCycle 2 and the case at Game MD. So thanks Simon and Roy. I was also able to get Spike McFang, another great game there and stuff. And then we have Robotrek and Kendo Rage. Alright, so that's all fantastic to get. Again, the games from GameCycle 2 and cases from Game MD. Alright, moving on, was also able to pick up for PS3 Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2. That's great. And for the Nintendo GameCube, we have The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And for the Wii U, we have Zelda Wind Waker. Alright. For the PS4, we have UFC. And then we have not one, but 2 copies of The Last of Us. Now, I did give a quick shout out to Nate and Lester at TD and let them know that if you had a copy or an extra copy of Last of Us for the PS3, if you traded it in and you paid $24.99 at eBay, you can get that copy. So there you go and stuff. So reason I got 2, because then I'll just to be straight up honest with you, sell one, keep the other, and then basically by selling this, I'll have recovered the cost for the first one and the second one and basically get the second one for free. Alright, so that is great. And yeah. Alright, from the folks at GameCycle 1 and 2, actually he works at both, Red Hat, I was able to get, as you could see here, the 30th anniversary Capcom Character Encyclopedia. And this will be for my son. I know it's a little bit of advanced reading right now, but you know, down the road it'll be kind of cool to have. And you know, this little welcome to the club rider, Red Hat and stuff. So that's a great book. It features all the Capcom characters and stuff. So I might have to read this to him eventually, and then down the road when he's able to read, he can learn about his favorite characters from Street Fighter to Okami, as you can see. Great. And also on moving along on Blu-ray, from the Economy Exchange, I was able to get Indiana Jones. As you can see, that's a Complete Adventures. And actually, what ended up happening there, I did a little bit of a trade, and I threw in like another, like I forget, $10 cash, and I was able to get this and this and stuff. So that was fantastic. So thanks to the guys there. And jumping back to GameCycle 2, on trade, I was able to get Batman Motion Picture Anthology, 1989-1997. Yes, they kind of get a little bit cheesy the farther that you go on and stuff, but yeah, no, it's if you're a Batman fan, it's great to have and stuff. And then down the road, it's you know, hopefully Ryder will like, well, I'm sure he'll like Batman, so I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Now, I don't want to say this is the pièce de résistance, but I got this from GameCycle 2. Growing up, this was one of my favorite TV shows. I'm sure it's a lot of other folks out there TV shows. Everyone wanted to be California Highway Patrol, but this is seasons 1 and 2 of Chips. I don't know what to say. It's just awesome. If you guys can imagine the opening scene and stuff, or when Ponch and John there, they go after a chase on their bikes. That's awesome. But yeah, it's pretty old. It's pretty cheesy, but it's I guess a part of my youth and growing up. Now this one here is a little bit scary. I don't know if Dana will let me give this to Ryder. This is a movie that, probably besides Hellraiser, movies that scared me when I was a kid. But this is the complete Nightmare on Elm Street series or collection on DVD. It's in immaculate condition. I was able to get this from GameCycle 2 on trade. Fantastic. Thanks, Simon, for pointing it out. That's greatly appreciated. So those 3 items there from Game Cycle 2. And yeah, that's video game Blu-rays and DVDs. And let's get right to the vinyl and stuff. And this one here, I'm sure my friend Norm, when he sees this, he'll start laughing. But this is Elvis. I've never seen this or had this one before in person, personally. But this is Elvis, the alternate Aloha and stuff. I haven't put this on yet, but it's in fantastic condition. A little bit of bend there, but that's okay. The vinyl itself is immaculate. All right. Other than that, I think Brett's gonna laugh when he sees this, because now I'm starting to get a couple of records here. There's Billy Idol, Vital Idol, and stuff, and yeah, it's a little bit cheese, but a couple of these, you know, growing up in the '80s, these are some of our music that you know, we grew up with and stuff. So that was great. Now we're getting into some big cheese. These are all from Valley Village, but they're all sealed and stuff. So be very careful. I'm gonna have to take off the sticker here, and I like where they put the sticker for the Prince album here, and this is sealed. So that was great to find. I know when I was walking out and I was in checkout, someone's like, "Oh my God, those are sealed," and stuff. So yeah, there's that. There's Fat Boys Crushin', and that's sealed. There's Mr. Mister, and that's sealed. Yep, there it is. Lionel Richie. I know my relative Darvin would laugh if he saw this. He'll probably see it at some point. So that was great. And then you have George Michael Faith. Sealed. A little bit of a ring wear, as you can see right there. But, you know, to find sealed vinyl at this age, original first presses, is quite rare. So to find them in the wild is great. Now, this is probably something I was shocked to get, but I think it's fantastic. It's a soundtrack to RoboCop and stuff. So if anyone was a fan of RoboCop, this is the soundtrack, and I'm sure you could think of the song right now in your head. That's in immaculate condition, and I just put it between a vinyl bag there. To top it off, I'm a little bit, not embarrassed, but hopefully I don't embarrass someone else. But I was looking for something, and I saw this for my son. I thought it was great, and I was like, oh my God, the original first press Sesame Street record. And it's the vinyl has some light scratches, and as you can see there, it's a little bit damaged, but this is a first press original. This is something I got for 50 cents, but it probably costs, I'm going to throw out a $50, $60 bill there. But anyways, when I got it, I'm like, oh great, this will be awesome for, pardon me, for Ryder. And the funny thing is, when I was looking at it, and I happened to see a name there, and I'm like, no way, and stuff. So I don't want to center him out, but I'm sure if Michael Chandler sees this, he will laugh, and I'm going to see him in the near future. So I'm going to actually ask him, did you ever have this album and stuff? So that's great. Now, getting on to some stuff, and again, we're building up the anticipation to video game collecting pickups to 100. So I'm going to go through a few things that we got here, okay? And this is for Ryder. This will go above his crib. This is the first unveiling. So hopefully I can get to it here in a second. All right, and here is this. All right, done by local artist. I was able to get this framed at Michael's. It's Spider-Man. All right, that's fantastic, and that's going to go above his crib at his house. And yeah, well, we'll show you maybe one, maybe two more, but I just want to kind of hold out a few for the next couple of videos and go from there. But get to it. All right. Now, before, Dana and I didn't know if Ryder was going to be a boy or a girl, so when I got this, I was like, oh, I better get one just in case it's a girl. And here's another framed matted Wonder Woman done by a local artist. That's fantastic as well. So that will go above his crib as well. And let's just do this one here. And this is the Avengers. All right, great. And this is, as you can see there, it features a little bit of glare. So about that, it features the Hulk. And as you can see there, it's it ain't easy being green and stuff. This is my favorite personally, but I think Ryder will love that. All right, and lastly, just to cap it off, I know this is cheesy. This is kind of skipping over ABCs, but I got Ryder a book, Robert's Rules of Order. It's very basic, but hopefully someday he becomes a future chairperson of who knows what organization. But I was able to get it signed by one board to date, and this is from the Sports Hall of Fame board locally. So they all signed it, gave him some advice, and my goal is to get every board member for every organization I belong to sign this to help with the future chairperson. All right, so love you guys. I mean, love you, Ryder, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.